national capital as far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned. High drama expected in the Supreme Court today, as it will hear a plea filed by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee seeking urgent direction to the Election Commission of India to halt the deletion of the voters from the electoral roll. Now, she has called the S.I.R process opaque, hasty, illegal and unconstitutional. This is not a plea against the government. This is the plea against a constitutional body, that is the Election Commission of India. She has mentioned in her plea that the process has caused immense inconvenience and agony to the people of West Bengal, resulting in as many as 140 deaths in West Bengal is what we are learning. And just a while back, Mamata Banerjee had arrived at the Supreme Court, and she is planning to fight her own case. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Bhavtosh, who's been tracking all the details from the Supreme Court. Bhavtosh, first off, take us through what is expected in the Supreme Court today. What is this plea that Mamata Banerjee is filing? We're also learning that she may fight her own case.
Well, there are two matters that are listed before the Supreme Court. One is the item number 17 and the other one is item number 37. One can expect that both the matters could be clubbed together. If that happens, then the hearing will start at around 11 a.m. Mamata Banerjee left her residence at around 11 in the morning, at around 10 in the morning, and then she arrived here at around 10:15 straight away. Went to the Chief Justice's court. One can expect, as we all know, a high drama in the Supreme Court, as many say that she will make some submission but might not argue the entire case. Now, she is a party in this case, and probably for the first time that a sitting chief minister will be arguing the case, or it could be possible that after making one or two submissions, her lawyers will be in fact be arguing the entire case. Now, since Monday when she arrived in the capital, there is a high drama following her. Virtually her each and every movements are being closely monitored by everyone, including her confrontation with the Delhi police. The Delhi police maintained that she is being provided with Z+ security cover, whereas she said that she is herself is being protected by the West Bengal police and she does not need any kind of protection from the Delhi police. In fact, when she met the Chief Election Commissioner also, she said that she was treated more like a servant and they behaved like landlords, and she said that this would not happen. And yesterday, in fact, she said that she will join hands with opposition parties and she want to impeach the Chief Election Commissioner, to which she said that she would not like to have any kind of with Congress when it comes to fighting the election. But what is very clear is that she wants a stop to the S.I.R process that is going on in the state, saying that the voter electorate should be stopped at 2025 electorate itself. And she had said that unnecessarily Chief Election Commissioner and the Election Commission is deleting voters, and she has said that in the process around 56 lakh voters have been deleted. It's only helping the BJP.
Absolutely. Stay on with us. We have more details coming in. In fact, Mamata Banerjee is currently in the Supreme Court. She is in court number 1, courtroom number 1, sitting in the second row of the visitors gallery. And those are the visuals on your screen of Mamata Banerjee in the Supreme Court of India. The courtroom number 1 is the Court of Chief Justice of India, and that's where the matter will be heard. Let me once again bring in Bhavtosh. Bhavtosh, this is not the first time that TMC has filed a petition in the Supreme Court as far as S.I.R is concerned. There's another plea that Mahua Moitra, Dola Sen, all of them have filed. Take us through how this petition by Mamata Banerjee this time around, when she's in the national capital, different from the others that our party leaders have filed.
Well, as far as her petition is concerned, this petition in which she has become a party herself, she is as individual, as Chief Minister, she is a party, whereas other petitions that have been filed by Dola Sen as well as by Mahua Moitra, they have pleaded themselves as Member of Parliament. So there are two different petitions that have been filed in this case. But importantly, this is for the first time that a sitting Chief Minister has become a party to this case. From last year itself, Akansha, there have been several petitions that have been filed with respect to the S.I.R. Most of the opposition parties have said that there has been a lot of illegality involved in the S.I.R process. They have said that there have been mass voter deletion and that voters have not been even allowed to make representation before the Chief Election Commissioner or the Office of Election Commission, and they have said that this mass deletion is only benefiting the BJP, whereas the Election Commission has said that there is proper representation that can be made, and they have also said that there is no, there has been no illegality involved in the entire process. As far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned, her entire stay, starting from Monday onwards, have been very dramatic. Dramatic developments have taken place. Yesterday, for the first time, she said that she will be moving an impeachment motion against the Chief Election Commissioner, because she said that she, as well as opposition, has completely lost trust. But when she was asked a specific question as to whether she will be joining hands with the Congress and other parties, including left, when it comes to fighting the elections in West Bengal, she said no, she would not be fighting elections with them. TMC will fight the elections alone, but yes, she wants impeachment of the Chief Election Commissioner. So that thing is different, but the hearing is expected to take place at around 11 if both the matters, Dola Singh's matter as well as Mahua Moitra's matter, is clubbed along with her petition, that is item number 17.
Absolutely. Stay on with us, Bhavtosh. We have another breaking update coming in at a time when Mamata Banerjee has arrived in the Supreme Court of India. She has filed an urgent application in the Supreme Court warning of a threat to the voters of West Bengal, slamming ongoing S.I.R. process in West Bengal, and her charges that notice for minor discrepancies is what she has mentioned. So that's an urgent plea that Mamata Banerjee has filed in the Supreme Court. Bhavtosh, what can you tell us about this urgent application in Supreme Court that she has filed, in which she has warned of threat to the voters of West Bengal?
Well, her application that she has filed has asked for two or three things from the Supreme Court. She has said that no voter from 2022 electoral roll is deleted. She has further said that ensure that no voter is disenfranchised, and importantly, she has said that mandatory hearings be withdrawn in all cases. Now, Aadhaar permanent residence certificates, Panchayat residence certificate, family registers, socio-economic caste census data, land or house allotments certificates, and other documents issued by competent state authorities be accepted by the Election Commission of India. What she has said is that all these certificates, the identity proof and other things, should be accepted as a proof, and that they should not be, no voter should be deleted, or they should not be deleted from the electoral roll, and that the mandatory hearings that are taking place should immediately be withdrawn. Now, even as we speak, Akansha, the process of S.I.R. is still going on in the state, and she has said that the entire process should immediately be stopped. And she said that the Form 70, which allows deletion of voters if they don't have identity proof, that should immediately be stopped. And they have said that they use the 2025 voter list, no new experiments for 2026 polls. Now, she has said that 2025 voters list should be the cutoff list, and there should not be any further experiments, and that the S.I.R. process should be stopped immediately.
Absolutely, and we're also learning that she has arrived in the Supreme Court, and she's also filed a plea to appear personally before the Supreme Court of India, seeking permission to argue her own case. And that's another application that she has moved, and she wants to argue the case in person. It remains to be seen whether Supreme Court will allow that or not. But Bhavtosh, take us through the latest. What is happening there in the Supreme Court right now? Because she arrived there half an hour back. She is in court number 1, seated in the second row there.
Well, as far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned, as you rightly said, that she is sitting inside the court of the Chief Justice of India, and the hearing will be taking place very soon. Our legal editor Harish is inside the courtroom. Her petition, in fact, mentions many things, including withdraw the 8100 external micro observers from Bengal's electoral process, and also stop secret mass deletion of voters via bulk Form 7, and that matter will be coming up at around 11:30 if we are not mistaken. Right. Importantly, what we have gathered further from her entourage that is accompanying her is that once the hearing gets over, she would be moving towards Delhi's airport, and then she will be taking her charter flight. It could be possible that before she does, she might come here and address the media. But whatever interaction she had with the media in Delhi, she has taken a very firm stand. She is against the Chief Election Commissioner, in particular against the Election Commissioner of India, calling them stooges of BJP, calling them completely illegal, calling them as someone who have been working at the behest of the BJP. Whereas the Election Commission of India has said that they are willing to meet her. They in fact have met her. Whereas she has said that she in fact had been rather was not very willing to come with any facts, and in fact she left in middle of the meeting that took place on Monday.
All right, so this is what we know so far, that she has filed a petition in the Supreme Court against the S.I.R process in the state of West Bengal. In fact, she has called the S.I.R process opaque, illegal and unconstitutional. And also she has filed another plea. She has asked the Supreme Court to let her appear personally and argue the case before the Supreme Court as far as S.I.R process is concerned. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Amita, who's been tracking all the details. Amita, what is this petition that Mamata Banerjee has filed? She wants to argue the case in person.
Absolutely, because the proceedings that would be taking place in the Supreme Court there, but we have access when it comes to this petition on part of Mamata Banerjee versus the Election Commission of India, and the application that seeks permission to appear in person and argue before the Honorable Court. She's written to the Chief Justice of India and his companion judges, and the main portion that seems to be now saying that the petitioner is aware. The petitioner is the chairperson of the All India Trinamool Congress and a sitting chief minister of the state of West Bengal, and as such is well acquainted with the facts and circumstances of the case and is fully aware of the decorum and procedure of the Honorable Court, and undertakes to conduct herself with due respect to the court and in accordance with the prevailing rules and practices. As the petitioner, being aware of the ground realities of the problems being faced by the people residing in the state of West Bengal due to special intensive revision process being conducted by respondent number 1 without any legal basis, is competent enough to appear before the Honorable Court and assist the court, and the present application is made bona fide with the sole purpose to assist the Honorable Court in effective adjudication with the captioned writ petition. So she is now praying that the Honorable Court may allow her to appear in person to argue her side of the story.
All right, so she has mentioned that she's aware about the ground situation, and that's why she should be allowed to argue this case in person. So it remains to be seen whether this petition will be allowed by the Supreme Court or not. This case will be heard at 11:30, and we will keep you updated on all that is happening in the Supreme Court. With this, a short break.